What is going on, guys? It's Paul Motley here with yet another episode of Ultimate Affiliate Marketing. Yay! It's Monday, it's start of the week. Well, no, it's not Monday. Gosh, time goes by. That's right. I had David Lowe on the show yesterday. That was Monday. Today's Tuesday, of course. God, this is one of the downfalls of not working full time, is that sometimes the days just carry away with you. I thought I had an interview booked in with Evans Putman at 4:00. So I'm sitting there all poised, ready at 4. And then I think, oh God, it's not coming up. It's not coming up. What's going on? So I checked my calendar, and of course it was booked for Wednesday. Tomorrow is Wednesday. I'm such a doofus sometimes. It's terrible. And this is another problem of when you're getting too busy and lots to do. So anyway, so a couple of days ago, remember I talked about lead ads. Now, if you haven't listened to those episodes, go back and listen to them, right? One of those episodes actually had the biggest amount of downloads to date that I've had. Well, actually, no, it was the biggest downloads in a single day. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, it was crazy. So we're shooting along towards 9,000 downloads, which is awesome. And if it's your first time listening, I do these every day. So please subscribe, drop a comment, do a review, drop a rating and all that good stuff. Check the show notes, super important, because there's lots of free stuff in there for you, okay? Super important. Right, anyway, back to the story. So we were talking about lead ads, right? And I went through all different ways that you can not only build your email list, you can build a subscriber bot as well using Facebook and all that good stuff, right? So you can actually build your business even greater using these processes, right? But I wanted to touch on a way that you could actually pre-qualify people, so you're getting a better quality of person which comes in to start with, because then your sales rate on the back end is going to be so much higher, okay? Because that's one of the downsides of something that's super simple for someone to click on, is that you might not always be targeting the best people. So how do we do it? Well, I touched on this probably a couple of weeks ago. We're talking about using Facebook video ads, okay? Right now, if you're just starting out and you don't want to put a hand in your pocket, then there's a whole bunch of different ways that I've explained time and time again on the podcast as well. So please do go through and have a binge listen. You know, go on a long walk or go to the gym and smash it out. Or you know, if you're on a car journey, just stick it on, listen, and you'll hear my dulcet tones talking to you and showing you and sharing with you how you can grow your business. Because believe you and me, I share all the stuff that I pay thousands to other people to learn, right? So it's my take on it. It's what I've learned, my knowledge, my experience, my wins, my losses, and all that good stuff. This is the sort of thing that you're going to get here on the podcast, right? And I know I'm going to get in trouble for this, because I am sharing with you the stuff that no one wants to share, right? The top gurus use this stuff and they don't tell everybody, right? They simply don't share this stuff because they want you to go and buy their paid programs. But hey, guess what? I'm your best friend. So I'm letting you know, and I'm telling you right now. So anyway, back to the point. Facebook video ads. But what we're going to do is you need to shoot a quick video, whether you're comfortable on screen or not. You can do a whiteboard, you can do a screen like a slide share and just voice over. If you really don't want to do it, you can go into Fiverr and you can pay someone, give them a script and they'll read it out for you, all that good stuff, right? So any which way, it only wants to be between 1 and 2 minutes. Now, if you're going to use the section where you can put it out onto like Instagram, it needs to be under 60 seconds. But the important thing is that you're getting video views. And here's the tip. If you want super cheap video views, do not include a button or a link around your video. And it might sound, that's really weird. Why wouldn't I want people to click through to my stuff? Because Facebook wants to keep people on Facebook. It's exactly what killed organic reach, because people posting out links to other places, they want to keep people onto Facebook. So if you don't put links on this very first page, on this very first, not page, very first touch point, then guess what? Facebook is going to reward you by keeping your costs really low. And previously, before, if I've used like video ads on Facebook, and it cost me anywhere between, I don't know, 1 or 2 cents per video view, right? And to get like I think it was like a 10-second view. It costs around 10 cents, something like that. But I'm going to talk to you about that in a second. So if you went ahead and spent like $100, sorry, dollars, you're going to associate more, but with dollars, you could potentially get like 1,000 people. Is that right? The maths work there? Hang on, 10. Oh gosh, now. If it's 1,000 or 10,000, my brain is gone a little bit here now, right? So if it's 10 cents and 10 people watch it, that's that. Yes, 1,000, sorry. I should have wrote this down, really should. This is the beauty of just going for it, right? So, you're getting warts and all here, guys. So if you go ahead and do that, you're going to get like 1,000 people or 10,000, whatever the maths was, I forget. But Facebook allows you to build an audience, right, of people who viewed your video. So now, once you start putting that video out there, so immediately you post the video onto your Facebook business page. Before you even set it up for an ad, you go into Business Manager and you create a Facebook audience based on people who viewed that particular video. Follow me on this one. Then you go back and you use that video in an ad with no links. Simple, no links. Use the usual Facebook targeting options that you would normally associate with. And I said before, the Connect.io stuff is great because it seeks out audiences, blah, 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 right? So think about your product, think about your customer, think about that, and that is what you're going to use in your Facebook targeting, right? So targeting is probably one of the hardest things for people to get the grips with, but ultimately Facebook will help you on this. So now you've got, I'm going to call it, for simple sake, I'm going to say 1,000. Okay, I'm going to say 1,000. You spend some money, you get 1,000 people to watch the video. And now, all of a sudden, you've got 1,000 people that you can then send your next ad to, which, if you hadn't guessed yet, is your leads ad. Yes, incredible, right? Now, I'm going to tell you something even crazy, because I've done this before and the results were absolutely incredible. Listen to this for a second, right? As a bit of a hobby, a couple of years ago, I built a page around dopamines. And I had this video, posted the video, and then I ran ads to the video. And do you know how much it was costing me per view? Not 10 cents, not 1 cent. It was 0.003 of a cent per view. Now, if you can quickly do the maths there, that's incredible. It had hundreds of thousands of views. I think actually it ended up with like 367,000 views. Incredibly cheap traffic of people interested enough to watch the video. There was no links anywhere. And I might have stumbled on that before and I completely forgot about it. But as we started recording this, I just remembered it. I thought, wow, that would make such a great audience that I could retarget ads to. So you need to go out and do this because this shit works, man. It works. It's proven. So now you've got a hugely qualified list that you can then send your video or your lead ads to. And that is going to vastly increase the quality and it will drive the actual cost down. So going from like 6 cents leads, you might get it down to 3 cent leads or even 2 cent leads or even unheard of 1 cent leads. I'm not talking about $5 or $6 by the time they've clicked away from Facebook, gone to your opt-in page and put in their email address and the name and gone to the next page. I'm talking about 1 to 2 cents per lead. Qualified leads. Now you imagine on the back end, when you start sending out your email messages or your emails, automations, your messenger bot sequences, and you're sending to a product related to everything that you've done so far. That's what's going to make a difference in your business. That is what could you make tens of thousands of dollars with before 2020 is over. Whew. Now, if that's not got your juices flowing, I don't know what will. Seriously, because that excites me. That is unbelievably cool. So, right, I'm going to leave you with that now. I've got to crack on, and I'll speak to you all again tomorrow. But just think about what I've said. Take it all in. Go back and re-listen to it if you want. Listen to the other episodes recently in the last 7 days at the very least. Okay? So you get a better feeling of what I'm talking about here. Yes, I know it's putting your hands in your pockets, but think about the return on investment that you could get. Don't blindly go and spend money on crap that don't work. Simple as that. It's like we used to call it Google tax when people were using PPC. Now we call it a Facebook tax. We're basically just giving Zuckerberg our money if we don't know what we're doing, right? You're just like flushing it down the toilet. You've got to look at what's going to give you a positive return on investment, something that you can learn from, something that you can scale. Right, that's enough of me ranting. I'm going to knock it off, and I'll catch up with you guys tomorrow.